10 months. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. 10 months working hard consistently every month on one site. Pigs are flying. Like, I'm looking out the windows right now. There are pigs in the air because this is something that I've never been able to do. This right here, this video talks about my 10th month working on a site that I started January 2021. This is the codename MIGA Site, Making the Internet Great Again site. And if you are not familiar with this series of videos, the link is in the description to the playlist. Go back to month 1, get yourself caught up, and you'll understand what I am talking about. In today's video, I'm just going to talk about the update. What happened in month 10? Where is the site now? What am I working on this month? What am I going to do? Where am I going to go through the next a couple months before we get to the end of this first 12 months of this project? And really quick, before I go any further, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Emilia Gardner. This is my YouTube channel. I make websites and I talk about them. That's about it. All right, here we go. This is the funnest part. How did it go? As a quick reminder, let's talk about September stats to compare. In month 9, the site made it to 61,321 page views, 56,282 sessions. It earned $836.21 with Ezoic display ads and earned another $31.13 from Amazon Associates for total earnings of $867.34 in month 9. Now for October. The site saw 68,974 page views, 60,117 sessions. The site earned $930.35 with Ezoic display ads and another $16.56 with Amazon Associates for a total earnings of $946.91. And before we talk about how I feel about that, I want to take a quick minute to congratulate DL. I am concluding that she is the winner for month 9's contest. In my live streams on my second channel, I ask my viewers, I ask the people who show up on the stream and catch the replay to make a guess about the traffic and earnings for the month. And then those folks, whoever is the closest, I will offer them a free 1-hour, consult on Zoom to talk about websites or the weather or whatever. So D, you are the winner. There were a lot of people who were very close this month, so I hope you'll play again in November, at the end of November, month 11. D, send me an email. And to back up and verify all of these claims about the traffic and earnings, here's some screenshots. Here's some stuff from Google Analytics. Here's some stuff from Google Search Console. Here's some stuff with Ezoic. And here is my SERP robot. If you feel like I went too fast, just go back and pause to take a look. Now, what I want to draw your attention to is this Google Analytics graph that shows the month of October. That the graph looks a little flat. And in fact, it looks like we kind of lost a step. And the fact is, October wasn't like the explosive month that September and August were. And if you listen to the energy and enthusiasm that I have in this video right now, you see my face. You don't see how I felt at the end of October. I kid you not, when I saw that traffic was down or kind of flat, like I felt depressed. I felt demotivated. And if you look at the progress of this site, if you look where the site is 10 months in, you would say you have no reason to feel, down or negative about this project. But I did. So to combat that, I decided that I just wasn't going to look at stats for the month of November. I wasn't going to check analytics every day, wasn't going to look at earnings or changing RPMs, and I was just going to focus on publishing content. So if you see my face right here, I look enthusiastic, I look positive, I feel very stable. And already this month, I have gotten so much work done. And I can really attribute a lot of that to just not looking. Do I know for sure yet what caused that downturn? One of the theories is that the site has been impacted by some of the changes with Google. Another theory is that it has to do with seasonality. Either way, I committed to 12 months solid on this project. So for me, where traffic is, this moment is irrelevant. I've got 500 articles to post by the end of December, and that's what I'm going to focus on. Obviously, I hope earnestly that this flat spot, whatever happened at the end of October, it reverses or, we continue to gain some momentum. But for me, worrying about it all day when there's not much I can do about it, it's a waste of energy. So let's talk about the plan for what I hope to accomplish in November. First of all, I would love to just knock out that 500 article goal. To get to 500 by the end of November, I would have to actually put up 95 articles in 1 month, which for me would be a Herculean effort, but I'm gonna try. Also, I've been listening to podcasts and interviews and Recently, I have been binge listening to Kyle Roof. He's a fairly well-known SEO. And while he does talk about some, more complicated SEO stuff, techniques, things, he does talk about the basics and how sometimes the basics are a great foundation. And I don't want to say all of SEO or most of SEO, but if you do these things, it will get you a long way. Simple things like making sure that your keyword, and he says 3 to 4 places. I think there's 4 places. I'm looking at my piece of paper because this is what I'm working on right now. He puts the keyword in the title tag, the URL, the H1, and somewhere in one of the page blocks, the paragraph blocks. So I'm actually going back and checking all of the articles that I've posted so far just to make sure that this was done. I will absolutely 100% say that I have learned on this site as I have gone on throughout the year. And what I have done as far as my on page for all of the posts, right now what I'm doing is consistent, but it's not consistent with what I was doing 9 months ago back in January. So I would like to bring all of the posts basically to the same place with the on page as far as SEO goes. So that's going to be a big part of what I'll be doing in November and December. And I'm in the first 50 that I posted back in January and February. And I'm kind of cringing already because I see how many things that I probably should have done that I just didn't because I was in such a hurry to just get content posted. Another task for the month is sort of redoing the interlinking or adding links, inner links for the first time for some of these posts now that there's a lot of supporting content to be hooked up to each other. Basically, it's a lot of work. Do I think I will meet my goals? Those goals being 500 articles, $1,000 a month, and 100,000 page views a month. I definitely think I'm going to get to 500 articles, and that's pretty much the only thing that I can control of all of my goals. I think it is highly likely that the site will get to $1,000 a month. I don't think it's likely that we'll quite get to 100,000 page views a month in 12 months, but that's okay. I'll be all right. I'll see you next month.